All right. I'm Farmer Gil.
And I'm Farmer Chris. And welcome to Johnson's Corner Farmcast.
Cast. So, I don't know if you noticed, but I'm not using the air horn anymore.
Oh, too intense?
Yeah. Well, when we were editing the last video,
Yeah.
and I kept re-listening to it, and the burr, burr, burr in the beginning, I'm like, oh, it sounded cool when I was doing it in time, but like I feel bad for the listeners. So
we've matured as podcasters.
Public service announcement. We're deleting the air horn function off of our soundboard, and we now understand how uncool it is.
Air horns are intense.
I guess they serve their place, but not here for what we're doing.
No, definitely not. Speaking of where we are, we're in a new location.
We are.
We're filming off the back of the truck, which I always love doing. It's super cool.
I know. It feels more natural.
Yeah, it's awesome. And tell us about this place.
Yeah, so we're at Roselli's Italian Market. They are our neighbor here at our farm in Medford. They've been our neighbors for over 40 years. We've been great friends with them. So we had the opportunity to purchase their business a couple weeks ago, and we jumped all over it. It's been an awesome learning experience. I have a tremendous amount of respect for the Roselli family and what they were able to do here. And, you know, their recipes and their legacy and everything, it's just great to be a part of it. So we're planning on just keeping the name, keeping the recipes, and keeping it rolling.
Yep. And, you know, in this community, so many people have ties back to Roselli's. Like, I have memories of being a kid, walking in the back, picking up, you know, lasagna and shells. It really has deep roots in this community.
It does. It's been a part of people's traditions ever since they opened. And that was, down at our farm, that's what we want to do too.
Yeah.
Is our tagline is planting seeds, harvesting memories. Yeah. We just, we don't want people coming to our farm just, as a chore or just to, go grocery shopping. We want it to be a memorable experience. And that's what the Rosellis have done here too. Yeah. Their lasagna is amazing, but part of that lasagna was coming here, going into their market, the smells, the interaction, all of that. So we're really looking forward to being part of that. And
I have fond memories of my brother eating like 18 shells at Christmas Eve dinners, like tons of shells. I feel like my mom had to buy like 3 or 4 platters of shells just for my brother.
Now since we've been running it, obviously I'm eating the food all the time. I'm like, holy smokes, their shells are amazing.
Dude, the shells are great.
They were like a sleeper pick. Yeah. I've always gone for the meat lasagna because that's my go-to. But I was like, all right, let me try the shells. Because people rave about them, and they're fantastic.
So speaking of other dishes from Roselli's that a lot of people may not have had, what's another one that you would suggest? Not the lasagnas, not the
So the raviolis.
Yeah.
So we've had a little bit of a hiccup with the ravioli machine in the past couple weeks. I mean, honestly, I've never run the machine before. I've never seen one before.
Yeah.
So that was a huge learning curve for us. But we had someone come out today, spend some time with us, walk me through the whole process. So I know that was an item that wasn't always in stock over the past couple weeks, but it's going to be a never out of stock item from here on out. So we did a big batch of the spinach raviolis today, and they were phenomenal. We were taste testing them back there. I was like, holy smokes.
Nice.
These things are good. So the raviolis are a go-to.
Fresh ravioli.
Yeah, and then any of the sauces we do. Everything's from scratch.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which I being their neighbor for so long, I always knew it, but like when you're in there and you're seeing it, you're like, oh my gosh.
It is, the kitchen back there is awesome. Yeah. Big pots of pasta sauce. It's neat.
Oh, you got a big fly on you. Oh, you're good. I saved you.
So you mentioned before that like Roselli's and the farm are neighbors, and you can't see it in the frame, but Farmer Johnson was literally just plowing the field.
Oh, my
dad.
He's right there.
Oh, he's over on that side
right over there. Yeah.
Yeah. So like we can literally watch him. Like when we say neighbors, it is right.
There.
Yeah. Exactly right there.
Yeah, so it's cool. Super excited. Lots to learn. I'm not going to stand here and tell you I know everything about Italian food. I don't, but I'm looking forward to learning it. Met a lot of cool people so far, different people in the industry. It's just, it's been a great experience.
Yeah.
It's been great. So,
It is neat, and it's a beautiful space. This front porch, I'm
mhm.
very excited about. It's just awesome.
Yeah, and, and the also other tough thing is, like, you know, battling the weather with this business is way different than
Oh
how
yeah.
we do it at the farm, like, over at the farm, we have the splash pad, ways
Mhm.
for people to come in and enjoy themselves when it's hot. Here, we're still trying to figure that out. Like, I don't know, it's 100 degrees out today. I don't
Yeah.
know if meat lasagna is on everyone's menu this
No,
evening,
no,
although I
certainly
wish
not.
it was.
Yeah.
I don't think I don't think maybe not
No.
even raviolis.
No, right,
So,
no soups.
yeah.
Yeah, you don't wanna
But,
eat soup
yeah,
on a day
we're
like
working
today.
our way through that. We have, an espresso machine getting installed next week, so we'll be doing cappuccinos and
Yes.
lattes, probably some iced beverages also because it's gonna be hot, but,
Yeah.
yeah,
The
it's
espresso
been cool.
machine is gonna be great.
Yeah, I have no idea how to use it.
Oh, no.
So hopefully the guy installing it will give
But
me a little lesson before he
but,
leaves.
that's one of the really cool things that we hit on during other interviews and podcasts. A lot of farmers, yourself included, are not afraid of tackling challenges when you don't know. Like, can you speak to that? Like, what, you might not know everything, but go through the mindset of what are you thinking as you're tackling these things?
So oh, man, that is we didn't prep that question
No, we
before we
didn't. Well,
started. No,
we
so
didn't prep any
no,
questions.
we didn't. We actually didn't. Um, no, so one of the main things I think that, this came from my dad and, it's the way he kinda raised me or trained me is of just, like, have a group of people that support you that know a lot of different things.
Yeah.
So, that's why I really wasn't nervous about jumping into these things because, as far as fixing equipment, anything like that, we have a team of contractors we work with that are great, and we have an
Mhm.
awesome relationship with them, and we have some vendors, from our other market that have, you know, offered their help, like one that came out today that helped me
Yeah.
with the ravioli
Yeah,
thing.
it's
People that,
awesome.
it's similar to the farming community where, like, these people that you thought that the customer would think is our mortal enemy and our
Yes.
competition are the ones that are like, "Let me drop what I'm doing to come and help you
Yeah.
do this." And, just that mentality and then, how I think they're willing to help us because they know I'm willing to help them. So this back and forth and, just being able to be like, "Okay, I don't know the answer, but I know where to get the answer."
Yeah.
Or I don't know how to do this, but I know the person to ask me that's going to point me in the right direction. So, just having that.
Yeah, you need to take steps forward, and you can reach
Yeah.
out to people to
Yeah,
help you
and not
take
getting,
those
like,
steps.
overwhelmed, it's one step at a time,
Yeah.
but we have a great team. We
Yeah.
really do. I
Yeah.
mean, you're
It's
not bad to
awesome.
work with either, so.
Yeah, I try. I try.
I've been spending so much time down here figuring out the ravioli machine. I'm like, "Oh, Chris got it.
Oh yeah.
Hey,
I,
rides
I
are good."
I have an awesome team too. So it's, even though you're not over there as much, it's awesome being able to rely on everybody on
Mhm.
who's
Mhm.
at the farm, and it's great.
Yeah, and everyone at the farm and in the business, everyone's been very excited about this opportunity too. It's
Yes.
not just me. So, I think everyone's enthusiasm has been a
Yeah.
major part of this transition.
And the community's super excited.
Mhm.
We're doing a Roselli's reopening night,
Yes. Yep.
and the demand and the reaction to those tickets going out
Yeah,
was massive.
it's been cool. It's been like we were hesitant at first. We're like, okay, like what are people gonna say? How are they gonna feel
Mhm.
about this? But it's been very positive. I think people see how we operate in our farm market and they're excited.
Yeah.
So yeah, that night we're going to be doing. People are going to park at our farm market, and we're going to bring everyone down here on a hayride.
Yeah.
You're able to sample all the food we make here at Roselli's. We'll also have some other vendors here sampling some product that comes from Italy. Be doing wine tastings. We'll have live music. It's just going to be a great time for everyone to get together. Our whole families are going to be here.
Oh, it's
There'll be
gonna
like
be awesome. Yeah.
15 Johnson
Oh,
family
yeah.
members here. No, it's going to be cool because we really want, I understand people getting a little nervous of us, maybe changing what's been going on here. So, part of this reopening is just reassuring them like we're here, we're committed
Yeah.
to, the vision of Roselli's and what they did here. So,
Yeah.
we'll just keep it going.
Yeah. The roots are deep.
They are.
here and the community being here. So
Hmm.
we're gonna
Hmm.
maintain all that.
Yeah.
So
So I have a question for you.
yeah, give it to me.
With this heat and everything that's happening now, what's going to be going on with like picking this weekend? I know a lot of people have been asking like, how's the heat affecting the crops? How's it affecting the crops?
Yeah.
What's going on?
So we
I've been now
are
that I've been down here so much, mate. I don't
yeah,
know.
I know. So I will inform you. So what we're going to be picking this weekend and what we're picking throughout the week is blueberries and peaches, and the peach crop has looked amazing.
Yeah,
Yeah, we just started picking peaches week and a half ago, and yeah, that crop has come in real well.
we've this is like the I think first time in 3 years we've had a full peach crop.
Really?
Yeah, because of frost.
Yeah, last year being my first full-time year on the farm, last year's peach crop was tough, and I didn't really realize it because I had nothing to compare to. But seeing this year's crop, I'm like, wow, it is every tree in the orchard, and there's 3 different orchards, but every tree in
Hmm.
every orchard is loaded.
Yeah, so with the frost that we've had the past 2 years, um, for those of you that don't know, the frost we get that in the spring when the trees are in bloom, and that kills the blossom.
Yeah.
Blossom is where the fruit comes from, without
Mhm.
getting too far into the
Yeah.
science aspect of it. So yeah, when you see those blossoms on the trees, you don't want it to get that cold.
Yeah.
And this past winter, one of the blessings of a freezing cold, frigid, real winter is the bloom is delayed.
Yes.
So warm winter, early bloom, which okay, potentially that could mean peaches are coming early,
Mhm.
woohoo, but that
Super
trees are
dangerous.
in bloom during a frost
So
potential.
last year, yeah, we had what 6 or 7, maybe even more nights of
Mhm.
frost, and it was all hands on deck throughout the night,
Yeah.
trying to keep that frost from damaging the trees. And this year, I think did we only have 1 or 2 nights
There
of
was only
minimal frost?
one night during bloom where there was like a frost potential
Yeah,
that we
and it
ran our frost protection
yeah,
irrigation. And other than that, may have been a couple other nights where there was a patch of frost here, patch of frost there, but nothing like
yeah,
we've experienced before.
yeah,
And the bloom this year was delayed about 7 to 10 days, which
mhm,
is amazing.
yeah.
So,
Yeah, so peach crop looks great, and then blueberries are our other pickings, and yeah, blueberries have look great. They're delicious. There's
hmm,
some big ones out there
yeah, it's
too.
funny now that I take my sons out blueberry picking a lot of nights. Like after
Yeah.
dinner, we'll just go out there. They don't really want to eat one out of the refrigerator anymore.
Oh no,
I've spoiled my
no,
children
I
with
know.
amazing blueberries.
Me and one of my daughters was out there this morning, and we just sometimes I need to like stop myself. I'm like, we gotta stop, man. We gotta stop
There
eating
is
these.
something to be said at fresh fruit that is warm.
Oh yeah,
It's you don't think about it because most people get their fruit right from refrigerator
yeah. And
in
then
the
it's
grocery
cold.
store or
You
whatnot.
really don't get as much flavor when it's chilled down.
Yeah, no,
It yeah, you don't get that like fresh pop.
and like some of the varieties of produce you buy in the market, those varieties are chosen
Mhm.
because they have a better shelf life. They ship better. Here on the farm, we don't. Since we're all pick your own and we sell direct to customer, we don't care. All we care about is flavor.
Yes.
So we grow the varieties that I want to eat.
There is nothing like a tree ripe peach. Like pulling a tree ripe
Yeah,
peach off. Oh my gosh, the juice, the amount of juice that comes out of
it's
a tree ripe
unbelievable.
peach is insane.
Yeah. So, and when you're picking off the tree, you can, feel them, make sure they're a little bit soft.
Mhm.
When these peaches are being picked to get shipped, they can't ship them soft
Yep.
because the peach will get mushy, it'll get destroyed. So that's just the nature of it. If you think about, you got to pick the peach, it's got to get sorted, it's got to go in the box, it's got to put on a pallet, put on a truck. That truck's going to hit every bump from here to
Yeah.
wherever. And if it's a soft peach, by
And
the time
that's
it gets there, it's
yeah.
mush.
And then hopefully they ripen up at home
Yeah.
after you bring them
Yeah.
home. So yeah, when you guys come out picking peaches, be ready. You got to have napkins because it's like a juice
Don't
dripping
don't
down
wear
the
don't
elbow.
wear a nice shirt because
Yeah,
it's
no nice
gonna yeah,
shirts.
you're gonna ruin your shirt. But yeah, other than that, I mean, we got the splash pad going every day. That's
Yeah.
packed right now. And honestly, we put the splash pad in for
Days like
for
this.
days like
Perfect.
this when it's 100 degrees out.
I was closing an irrigation valve before, and man, this thing would not close, and I was soaked,
It probably was
completely
kind of
soaked
nice though.
head to toe, and I loved it. It was great. And I went home and changed.
Yeah.
So it was a good.
One of the perks of living near where you work,
Yeah.
you can go and
Yeah,
change
definitely.
when needed.
All right, so that's the end of this one.
Yeah, I think that's the end of this.
Yeah.
And yeah, come see us at Roselli's. Come say hi.
Yeah.
We're here all the time, and hope to see you out at our reopening party on July 10th.
Yep. Come out for an espresso once we get that machine going.
And we still have tickets available for this event. You can get them right inside the market. The event is free to attend, so just come on in, grab a ticket, you're good to go. We hope to see everyone there.
See you guys there.
All righty. That's it for this episode of Farmcast. I was about to hit the air horn. I restrained myself. No air horn.
We need to replace it with "It says no air horn." Say yes.
Oh boy. Should we do a lasagna song?
Yeah.
Lasagna.
Lasagna.
Lasagna. Lasagna. You got the pasta, then the meat, then the pasta, then the cheese,
ravioli,
then the sauce.
Lasagna.
I hope I got the layers right. It's like the Big Mac song.
Oh yeah, we gotta make one of those. There you